Overnight, longtime United States Senator Lindsey Graham died just after returning home from a diplomatic trip to Ukraine. Graham's office releasing a statement that says, on the evening of Saturday, July 11th, U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham passed away from a brief and sudden illness. Senator Graham's family appreciates prayers at this time and asks for privacy during this incredibly difficult period. Senator Graham has served South Carolina since 1992. The former Air Force lawyer became one of the Republican Party's leading voices on foreign policy and national security. Lawmakers across Washington are mourning today.
America's lost a true statesman. We don't have many left, but he was a true statesman. But I've lost a friend. It is a morning of mourning for me.
Graham had been campaigning for another term this year. He was 71 years old. Mayor Quinton Lucas releasing a statement this morning on social media saying that many have loved ones around the same age Senator Graham was and urged people to, quote, value the time you have with those you love. Governor Mike Keogh also posting on social media saying, quote, America has lost a true statesman and that he and his wife are praying for his friends and family at this time.